What is up, guys? Senpai here, and in today's video I'm gonna go over a few awesome Playskins that are also going to be investments, or rather a few awesome investments that can also be good looking Playskins. And before I start the video, guys, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are interested in these kind of videos. So let's get started, guys. And before I start, I'm just gonna give you a premiere on kind of what you can expect from this video. So of course we all want to invest our money and we want to make kind of more money from our existing money. So if I have $100, I want to turn it into 500. Agreed, done, taken. But I also want good play skins to play with. I don't want to buy a ton of useless shit that I'm never gonna use and just wait for a couple of years with a bland inventory. I also want to have fun when I'm playing, right? So the best case scenario is I invest into the skins that look good, so they are great play skins, and then their value is expected to rise as well. So let's go into a few of these. I'm gonna start with the pistols first, then I'm gonna move to SMGs, then to rifles, and finally an op skin as well. Now, this by no means is an exhaustive list. There are hundreds and hundreds of play skins which can act as good investments, but here's a general idea or a general place where how you need to think about this. Think about cases from before 2017. So either they should be confirmed rare cases or cases from past operations. They are going to act as better investments because those skins are not dropping right now. Those cases aren't dropping right now, or at least they aren't dropping as much as the other cases, right? They're rare cases. So, and if the skins inside them are good, people don't want to sell them. And if the skins are good, more people want it, not a lot of people want to sell those skins, the value is going to rise, right? So we'll look at cases from 2017 and earlier. There might be one or two exceptions to this case. For example, Spectrum case, it's confirmed rare. It's not that old of a case, but it still makes the cut. So just have a look at these kind of cases. So let's look at the first skin, which is the USPS Serum. I think this is definitely a very interesting looking skin. If you have red gloves or green gloves, or if you have black gloves, or if you have a duct tape hand wraps, this skin looks dope. I myself have gotten one of these in StatTrak, by the way, just because I feel the StatTrak versions are not going to be as many in the market available like 2 years from now. And this one is from CSGo Weapon Case 2. The current price in non-StatTrak version, factory new on Steam, is approximately kind of $60 to $70 up and down. So you'll have to kind of go through that, snipe it a little bit. You can place a buy order and get it for cheaper as well. So by the way, if you see me kind of sticking on the price a little bit, I'm looking at the prices at INR and instantly trying to convert them into dollars. So just please bear with me for a couple of seconds on the price part. So let's look at the second USP skin, which I think is the OG USP skin, which is from the Shadow case, which is a USPS kill confirmed. If you've seen my inventory, and as always, most of these skins are the skins that I myself am investing into. So these are not the skins that I am telling you to invest into and then I'm buying something different. These are the skins I'm putting my money into. So you'll see them in my inventory as well, apart from the op skin that I'm going to mention. Now I understand this is an expensive skin. In factory new condition, you can expect to pay close to $200 for this in non-StatTrak version. If it's StatTrak, just expect to share out that $800 price point. But here's the good news. This skin does not show wear at all. So if you have a 0.40 wear, which is well worn, it won't look shit at all. There are barely scratches on the artwork on this skin. So this one looks awesome in well worn. So I hold a normal well worn skin, and I also hold a StatTrak well worn of USPS kill confirmed from the Shadow case, and I think this is by far the best USP skin in the game. So let's look at another USP skin, which is USPS Blueprint from the Operation Hydra case. This one, factory new stat track, about $100. Factory new non-stat track, close to $20 to $25. This one shows wear a little bit, so definitely think about getting a minimal wear, which would run you under $10. I think it looks dope. So if you're a Cloud9 fan, or if you like Spirit or Furia, you can put those RMR stickers, and this looks great. I hold one of these with Cloud9 stickers all over the skin. One of the best USP skins if you have a blue inventory, in my opinion, as well. So let's look at the next skin, which is a Desert Eagle skin from Esports 2014 Summer Case. This one is a restricted skin. It's Desert Eagle Crimson Web. What you can do now, Crimson Web factory new is going to cost you a little bit over $100. This one shows wear quite a bit. So if you're sniping for those good wears, you might be better off. Otherwise, just look for at least a minimal wear. Stat track minimal wear is going to cost you a little bit under, kind of around a little bit under $70. Stat track factory new, however, is going to cost you upwards of $500. So that's the thing with this skin. It's such an old skin, and such a favorite of a lot of pro players, to a lot of semi-pro, to even noobs like me, that we don't want to sell it. I hold one in stat track field tested condition, and I'm planning to buy a couple more. I'm sorry, I hold one in stat track minimal wear condition. I'm sorry. And the float that I hold is very close to factory new. So I got lucky with a very good float minimal wear condition skin. Paid a lot, paid almost $75 for it, but I think it's completely worth it. Looking into the future, it's one of those OG finishes on the knives and on the skins as well. Crimson Web, very well recognized finish, so I think this looks dope. Irrespective of where the price goes, I'm gonna be using it for a long time, so that kind of is well worth the money I'm spending on this skin. Let's look at the next skin, which is P250 Mehendi, which is from the Winter Offensive weapon case. Quite an old skin from 2013. So it's gonna be almost 10 years in a couple of years. It's an 8-year-old skin. You'll see Shroud using this skin in a lot of his so-called P250 videos. I hold one in stat track condition as well. I hold one in stat track field tested condition with a good float, and of course I'm rocking those cool Fnatic RMR stickers on this skin. And of course, since it's a P250, there is supposed to be a clutch master, or rather a clutch minister sticker, which is Zipix sticker on it as well. So let's look into the SMGs, guys. This one again comes from the Winter Offensive weapon case. This skin, guys, is, in my opinion, one of the best looking MP9 skins. There are not a lot of cheap MP9 skins, but this is also definitely not cheap. But here's the thing, MP9 is a very widely used semi-buy a weapon on the CT side, so it really makes sense to kind of get this weapon, because a lot of people are going to use this weapon very often. So when they can't get the FAMAS, they can't get the M4, of course the next choice usually is the MP9, right? So I'm gonna look at MP9 Rose Iron, which I think is great, and the factory new condition in stat track you'll find for relatively cheap, at about $20 to $25 price point. So this is great. I think go for a factory new in this one. Not a lot of these on the market, but I think that's how the case is going to be with this skin. Let's look at another MP9 skin, which is MP9 Hypnotic. MP9 Hypnotic, again, a restricted skin from CSGo weapon case 2. Now, I got a couple of these when I opened weapon cases, a couple of weapon case 2s. I opened a few of those. I did get a P90 cold-blooded as well, which I got rid of. But I think this is definitely a very cool looking skin. It's an old skin, so and a factory new of so you don't get this skin in field tested Velvet or Bell Scarred. And the design on this one, you might recognize it from the Desert Eagle Hypnotic as well. Definitely a great design. It's simple, it's minimalistic, and I think the kind of that hypno circular vibes or whatever, the black bands on this, they look pretty cool. So definitely go for a factory new, in my opinion. The minimal wear and the factory new are pretty close in price. Go for factory new. It's a little bit under $10, around $8.5 is how much this one will cost you from CSGo weapon case 2. Now, let's look at rifles. The first rifle that I want to mention, which I think looks dope. So if you're into flashy inventories or purple inventory, or your channel logo is purple like me, you want to go with Galil Sugar Rush from the Operation Hydra case. I don't have it. I feel it's too flashy for my taste, but I think this is definitely one of the best looking Galil skins in the market. So I just wanted to put in there. Extremely expensive as well. So you're gonna expect to pay about 35 to 37 US dollars for a factory new one on the Steam market from the Operation Hydra case. This again is a classified rifle, guys, so a lot of people are also going to use it to get that Oni Taiji up in the case. I don't know how many people want the 5.7 Hyper Beast, but I'm sure a lot of people want the up Oni Taiji, so people are going to want to use this skin as a trade up skin sometime as well. So let's look at another Operation Hydra case skin for M4A4, which is M4A4 Hellfire. There are a lot of these in the market, so what I'm not sure of is how fast the price is going to rise. So I think this one will take some time, but this is again a very graphic skin, not to my taste, so you won't find this one in my inventory as well. But I think this makes the cut if you are into red colors or subdued red colors even, or a semi-white inventory. I think this fits the bill, and this is definitely a good looking skin, just not my taste. And in factory new condition, you can expect to pay about $45 for this skin. So let's look at another M4A4 skin from the Esports 2014 summer case. This one is M4A4 Bullet Rain, guys. So Bullet Rain I think looks dope. I think the color combination of that aqua and the red works really well. I think it's again a very nice looking play skin, which in my opinion is going to rise in price quite a bit. This one was launched in 2014, so it's a relatively old skin, and for factory new you are shedding about $45-ish, and for stat track factory new you're kind of shedding about $80, $85, $90 kind of price point. Definitely a good looking M4A4 skin. Now, what happens if you're not able to buy an M4? You either get a FAMAS, right? So a FAMAS needs to look good. So I have got a FAMAS, and if you all know, there are not a lot of kind of good looking FAMAS skins. I think the Horizon case has a good FAMAS skin, the Eye of Athena, but it's a new case, right? So we don't actually want to go to that. You'll see that one in my inventory just because I'm kind of playing that really long game. But I think what you could look into is the Winter Offensive collection or the Winter Offensive weapon case from 2013, and look at the restricted rifle section and you'll find FAMAS Pulse. So if you're into black, purples, pinks, I think this is a very nice looking FAMAS skin, which you'll see a lot of pros use as well, and it's extremely cheap. The factory new FAMAS Pulse you'd find for kind of like $6, $7, $8 kind of price point, and in stat track you'll find it at about $12 ish price point. I think that's awesome. It's good news for us. It's relatively cheap. This one does not it does show a lot of wear, but it does not show a ton of wear in field tested conditions, so you can also look into field tested, but just notice the price difference between factory new and field tested. It's kind of not even $2, so I'd go for factory new if I'm investing into it for the long term. Now let's look at an AK skin. I know before you kind of beat me to it, there are not a lot of AK skins in this video. Of course there are AK blue laminates, red laminates, all of that, but I wanted something a bit more graphic. So what I've done is I've kept only one AK skin in this list. I'm sorry, don't beat me up for that. And that AK skin, by the way, is from Esports 2014 summer case. It's AK-47 Jaguar. It's a covert skin, so not a lot of these out there, by the way, because not a lot of people are also opening this case anymore. It's a rare case, so they don't really want to open it. They want to kind of either hoard it or just sell it for profit, you know. And the factory new for this skin you'd find at about 110 to 120-ish dollar price point on the Steam market. If you're looking for a stat track factory new, be prepared to shed about 300 US dollars to get this skin. So definitely a great skin. Already the price has risen quite a bit. It's not too late before you can think of kind of investing into it. It's subdued, it's minimal, it's not as flashy and in your face as a lot of skins are, and I think that's the charm. So that's why you want to go for this skin. Definitely have a look at the AK-47 Jaguar. I am thinking of it, not my style though, but I am really thinking of getting one of these. I hold most of the skins in this list, so I'm not really sure about this one yet. So let's talk about the op. And I think no video is complete without having a redline skin. So instead of AK redline, which you'd still find pretty easily, we are going to look at op redline, for which the factory new condition isn't apparently possible. It's from the Winter Offensive case from 2013. It's a classified sniper rifle, a pink, and that too a redline, and that too an op. If you snipe the Steam market, by the way, you might find some good sticker crafts on the scope and stuff like that. So definitely you can go the buy order route, or you can just snipe the Steam market for it. The minimal wear condition skin you'll find for a kind of around $50 price point in the Steam market. Stat track minimal wear is going to cost you a little bit more. It's going to cost you about 130 to 140 US dollars in the Steam market. The price goes up and down quite a bit because this is again one of those skins which people sell if they want to invest into something else. So whenever something new is launched, a lot of people sell their op red lines, AK red lines, AK front side misties to get that, to get the new whatever it is that has been launched in the CSGo market. So this is another op skin, or I think one of the best op skins if you're into creating those sticker crafts for yourself. And this completes my Playskin which are good investment skins list, guys, for you. If you have any other interesting skins that you'd like to share with me, or that you think I should be investing into, please leave it in the comments below. Would be happy to hear your thoughts. And if you like the video, guys, as always, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe. As always, this is Senpai signing off. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you liked this list. I'm gonna be making a couple more of such lists as well.